Hello guys. So now that you have added an image and a hyperlink on your web page, let's move forward and add a table onto your web page. So a table is basically a structure having rows and columns which is used to store data. You must have seen a lot of tables in different web pages. So let's create our own table. As you can see, this is Sublime Text currently opened on my desktop, and inside Sublime Text we have our project 1 folder. Currently we are having 3 files: contact.html, facebook.png and tags.html. Now what we will do is we'll right click on project 1, new file, and we'll create a new file and save it as table.html. Once you have created the file, we will quickly write down the basic HTML tags, the HTML tag, the head tag, and the body tag. Inside the head tag, let's add a title tag which will say table demo, and inside the body tag we are going to add one h1 which will say this is my first table. And now inside here we will create our table. So guys, to create a table in HTML we have to use a tag called table tag. Now this is how a table tag looks like. This is where we will write the code for creating a table. So always remember this, we will create our tables in HTML row wise. What does it mean? This means we will create the first row, then the second, then the third, and so on. And always remember, the first row consists of the names of the columns. So let's create our first row. A row in the table is created using tr tag, which also stands for table row. And inside here, we will create the names of our columns. So in our case, the table will look like this. The first column would be student name, the second would be college, the third would be branch, and the last column would be year. So let's add our first table heading by using th tag, which will consist of this term student name. Let's create the second one, which consists of this. The third th will consist of branch, and the fourth th will consist of passing year. So this is how you will create the first row of your table. Now let's create the second row of your table, and this time we are not going to use th tag because we are not going to provide column names. This time we are going to provide data into the columns, hence we will use the td tag, also stands for table data. Let the name of the student be Rohan. And in the second TD we will write NIT Durgapur. The third one we will write CSE, and finally in the fourth one we will write 2020. So now you must have noticed, for every th there has to be a corresponding td. Okay, so similarly Let's create one more row for the second student, a new row, and inside the row we are going to create the first TD, which will say Ankur, TD IIT KGP, TD Triple E, and TD 2021. So this is how you create a table in your HTML document. Let's go to Google Chrome, and this is our page. So this is how the table would look. You must be saying that this doesn't look like a table because well, it's not very beautiful, but this is how a basic table looks like in HTML. If you want to improve the looks of the table, you can always do that using CSS.